Today we're diving into change management, specifically how to manage organizational change and deal with resistance. Not always the easiest ride, right?
Absolutely. Change sounds exciting in theory, but in reality, it can feel like steering a cruise ship with a kayak paddle.
Exactly. So let's start from the top. What's the first thing organizations often miss when kicking off a big change?
Communication, hands down. Leaders sometimes assume that announcing the change is enough, but people need context, why it's happening and how it impacts them.
And not just once. Communication needs to be ongoing, like a series, not a trailer.
Totally. Another one is involving employees early. If they feel like they're part of the process, the resistance drops dramatically.
Right. People resist what they don't understand or feel forced into. Involvement creates ownership.
Have you seen that model, Cotter's 8 steps? It's a great framework for this. First step, create urgency. Without it, nothing else moves.
Yeah, that's a classic. But I've also seen people get stuck at urgency and forget the vision part. A burning platform without a direction just makes everyone panic.
Great point. Vision gives people something to rally around. And I think middle managers are key messengers. They're like the translators between the top and front line.
Exactly. They're close enough to the ground to know what's real, but have enough influence to shape buy-in.
What about resistance itself? How do you handle the naysayers?
First, don't label them as problems. Sometimes they raise valid concerns. Listening is powerful. It's not about silencing, it's about understanding.
Yes, and it's often fear underneath. Fear of losing control, status, or even their job.
Which is why empathy matters. A spreadsheet doesn't calm fear. Human connection does.
Couldn't agree more. Also, quick wins help. Showing progress builds momentum and confidence.
Like little proof points. Hey, this is working. We're not heading off a cliff.
And celebrating those wins openly. Not in a cheesy way, but genuinely appreciating the effort.
That brings up another point, change fatigue. If people are bombarded with constant shifts, they just tune out.
Yep, another day, another transformation. Leaders need to pace changes and prioritize what really matters.
And let's not forget training. New systems or processes mean new skills. You can't expect people to change behavior without the tools.
Exactly. It's like giving someone a violin and saying, go play a symphony by Friday.
Love that. So, if we had to boil it down, communicate well, involve early, empathize with resistance, celebrate progress, and support the journey.
Spot on. And maybe the final thought, change isn't a project, it's a mindset. Organizations that adapt well are the ones that build change into their culture.
And that's the real win. When change isn't something to survive, but something people can grow through. Think we can leave our listeners with that?
Definitely. Or maybe just this. What's the one change your team is resisting right now, and what's really underneath it? Might be worth a deeper look.